Hi, good evening. Welcome back to yet another episode of Mind Academy's Mind Race program. This week is special. Why so? Before we get into the specifics, let me take this opportunity to welcome the founder director of Mind Academy, Sri Murli Krishnan sir, to this episode of Mind Race. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Bala, and good evening to our panelists, Ritika, and all our well-wishers who are watching this program across the globe. So, good evening once again, and thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, let me take this opportunity to welcome our panel member for the evening, Ritika. Welcome to Mind Race with Mind Academy.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. So, why is it special today's Mind Race episode? Because every individual story is unique and special. And when it goes through an transformational process, it becomes a delight for everyone to understand how the transformation started and where it is. And that is what we are going to go through today as far as this week's Mind Race episode is concerned with Ritika and Murli sir. So, begin with Mind Race for this week's episode, as I said, is going to discuss about the Mind Explorer journey for an individual and as a program. So now last week, we had a couple of guests over here who were sharing about their experiences, Explorer Sanat and Explorer Shalit. So to share about what was their journey. So now, sir, we have a different age group people who are going through this transformational process. Now, how do you see this is going to impact them on a longer run, sir? To start with, yes, transformation, we discussed about multiple aspects of it. So now, how you're going to see, how you have seen that this transformational process is going to impact these explorers who are going through this transformation process, sir?
Yeah, Bala, excellent topic once again this time that we are discussing about Mind Explorer. And as you rightly said, this program is for participants of age group 13 to 18, and it's like 5 years. But 5 years, if you see in a generic way, it's nothing, no big difference. But when it comes to students at that age, 5 years makes a big difference. Someone of age 13 and someone at age 18 makes a lot of difference. But what I've seen across this program for the last, we started, I think, more than a month back when we started rolling out this planning and preparation activities. But this is why, it's all the more important that the education has to be really unique, because even though the program is same, I have noticed that each one of them is getting the benefit in the way that they want, how unique they are. And we have classic examples, right? That each one of them who are part of Mind Explorer, they are actually getting the benefit in a way they are able to find out what strength they have, in a way that they're able to find out where are the areas that need to put more focus on. Okay, so and it is not the same for all, it is different. Like some of them, they take the inputs from the program in a particular way. Some of them, they take it in a different way. Some are good in planning, some are good in execution, some are good in getting details about various stuffs around. And what I've seen common across all these, whether it is a grade 7 or grade 8 or grade 12, the energy that they bring onto the table is really contagious, and that makes a lot of difference. And that energy is probably helping us to have this program in a very fun-filled way, or a fun-filled environment. And I'm sure that by the end of this program, each one of them will be able to find out really who they are. Maybe, we used to have this concept when we run out programs called Turning Point, where we used to ask who you are and who do you want to be in life. So maybe they are able to find out who they are. And the best thing about that is it's not about teaching something, it's about exploring. Teaching something is different, but exploring for themselves what they want to be, with whatever strength they have, whatever areas they need to focus on. This brings an overall transformation process, and I am sure that, and we can see the results. When we talk about for last 1 month or 2 months, we are talking specific aspects about specific participant. When we talk about let's take for example about Rajveer. about him. We were discussing about him for last, I think, 2 or 3
This is
mind
the third week.
Yeah. This is just one example I just would like to point out here, because we were discussing about it. And each one of them, and even though I just mentioned Rajveer's name, but each one of them, they are bringing something onto the table. For example, Ritika, who is here with us as a panelist. I remember first she was not into the logistics team. Seeing the energy, she wanted to be to the part of logistics team, and she approached herself and asked us whether she can be part of the logistics team. And this is the energy that they bring onto the table. And if they're able to bring that energy throughout their life, that makes a lot of difference. And that is what, brings real transformation in them. So in that way, I'm sure that the program that they're going through, mainly because since it is a self-exploration program, I would say transformation through self-exploration. And this is what's going to bring a lot of change within each one of them. That's what I would like to mention about this program.
Indeed, sir. Well summed it up. Yes, although, as you rightly said, the program covers up students of multiple age groups, starting from 13 till 18. But what defines is everyone is unique and everyone has something to work upon, and everyone has something as their inherent strength, which can be further sharpened up. So, and that is what is being seen as a transformational process. And as you rightly said, the energy is getting rubbed onto each other so that the momentum is intact. Now, as we speak about energy, here is one of the early birds as far as the Mind Explorer program is concerned. I think she was one among the earliest registrants for Mind Explorer program. Now, let me start with the first thing first. What was something which was fascinating about you, about the process of Mind Explorer, Ritika? Why did you want to go through this exploration process? What was the fascinating aspect of this process?
So first, I had never been in a summer camp like more than 3 days without my family. I wanted to experience how I would be independently without my family, without my mom, my sister, and my dad. How would I act differently? How would my personality be? How am I going to merge with new people? I wanted to find out. So that was the first thing. And then I really liked your sessions. It was really interesting, fun, interactive, and I really loved them to the core that if there was a turning point session tomorrow, I would register right away. So I really loved the program because of that, and I loved spending time with new people. I love to communicate and interact and know their interests, because everybody's interest is not the same. Their thoughts vary, and then their personality varies, and everything varies from person to person. And this program is like of 13 years to 18 years of age. So their thoughts are completely different, ability to think, and what they want to do, everything is going to be different. So I just want to have a new experience.
So experience and the option and the availability to explore has been the fascinating aspect, if you may have to understand. So now coming back to you, sir, we have a varied aspect of students who are part of this Explorer program. But one thing which has been the forefront is the value addition. So value adding to the students or the next gen has been one of the fulcrum of the operational mechanisms when it comes to Mind Academy, or be it any program, be it Mind Race or Mind Explorer. So now, what are all the areas you feel that the explorers who are going to go through this transformational journey will have at least an area where they'll be working? As you rightly said, somebody would be in planning phase, probably they will have converting it from planning to execution. Somebody will be in execution, they will be getting into more fine-tuned. So what are all the values you feel as part of the Mind Explorer program these explorers will have an opportunity to engage with those aspects of life which you feel is critical?
Yeah, Bala, when as you talk about values, and as you rightly know, we have always been there for values. Our organization itself is a value-based organization, and we have been following that right from the way we select our partner. We are into partnership with many companies, like, for example, be it TNC, be it Aerobotics 7, be it Indian Academy or Rewire, whoever they are. in the forefront of all those discussions, we have always placed the value of our organization front, and we first see whether our values are in sync or not, and then we get into a partnership. And the same thing we feel that we should be giving to our clients as well, our customers as well. And who are our customers? Our customers are no one else but our participants of various these programs. And for each program, we have always set aside the key values or core values that we want to inculcate within those participants. And specifically when it comes to Mind Explorer program, of course, each program has got its own value-based approach. But when it comes to specifically about Mind Explorer program, as Ritika rightly mentioned, it's all about they're going to have an experience of being away from home. At this age, at a grade 7 or grade 8 person, being away from especially, if you see the batch of participants that we have with us today, more or less, they are all from this part of the world, which is like Middle East, Gulf part of the world. There, many times which we have seen is like, they are generally spoon-fed. Parents take care of many things, and children find it, or the participant find it difficult to, take care of their life on their own. So this is where, we are bringing this value-based approach to them, so that they feel like, how they can explore themselves on their own, how they can be independent, how they can learn things as they, take part in these kind of programs. So keeping all that in view, we have various, components that we have fit into it. That's why if you really see this, actually, it's a 10-day program, right? It's a 10-day program which is going to happen in June. But the planning and preparation phase, the participants themselves, they are doing it. They are already into the task. It is already completed 1 month. Every week there is a committee meeting happening. Someone or else is leading that whole committee. There are different subcommittee meetings, all those things. Even though it's not very big in terms of, executing all those things, but what matters most is how are they going to, go ahead with it? What are the minute nuances that they have to take care when it comes to planning and preparation? Right from, like HSH committee, they have already come up with a big list. Where are the hospitals which runs for 24 hours? Who are all the doctors there? How to contact them? So these are the minute aspects that they go through. But when they go through these minute aspects, many times what we feel is that it is overlooked. Even in mega projects or mega programs, when we conduct, these minute aspects are overlooked. But when you have them do it at this age, they will never miss this. Whether they do a project, when they go ahead and get into an organization, when they are in charge of a project, or when they want to be part of a team. So all these values, I would say that it's a 360-degree approach. I can go on and on and on in terms of the value that it is inculcating for these participants. We have something called self-management, where we are trying to bring in a concept which we were applying in our earlier program called Mind Guru, which includes, if you take the major facets of our life, this is nothing but health, relationship, wealth, career, goals, self-development. So if you really look at these 6 aspects, most of our life is covered there. And that is what we are trying to bring. So we are trying to bring these aspects in a very, and the key is, it's not very just theory-based stuff. It's as I said, it's a transformation program, but it's a self-exploration transformation program. So they would get a feel about what they are trying to do. Even in terms of planning and preparation, they are doing it themselves. Preparing checklist, ensuring that it is done. They have the team of their own. Somebody is leader in one team, somebody is leader in another team. So even though it's a 10-day program summer camp happening in June, the learning session has already started. And when you go through it, I remember when I joined Toastmasters, it's a program where nobody is taught, but everyone is learning. So this is something like that. There is no teacher here, but there are enough tasks for each one of them to execute and then move forward in life. And it's a whole lot of activities that they will go through, which will really help them transform into the next best version of themselves.
Great summing up, sir. As you rightly said, success could be temporary, but holding on to value system is there forever, and that will keep them in good state for the rest of their careers, for sure, sir. And as you were explaining about the different facets of life which they can explore in here, I think that should be interesting aspect for every explorer to work upon as they proceed forward in this explorer journey, which will help them in the rest as well. And as you summed it up at the end, with execution. And here is a person who coined a phrase which is there in Mind Explorer's Mind Race program, especially this is the third week, and there he is smiling. Rajveer, welcome to Mind Race. And you were the one who specifically coined planning is important, but execution is the key. Now, as far as execution of your joining process with Mind Explorer program, so what was that one fascinating aspect for you so far when it comes to Mind Explorer? What is the one thing, if I may say, you like the most as far as Mind Explorer program is concerned?
Yeah, so like the one thing that I, most liked about Mind Explorer is that, like you get to, be away from your family and, get new friends so that you're free to do anything like you want and you're, like in like another stage of mind so that you're like free. You don't have, like pressure of your parents and like they're watching you and all those things. And then so like you're very away from your parents and siblings, so you're like completely focused in what you're doing. So that's the thing that I am.
Wonderful, wonderful, Rajvi. So helping and engaging with new friends and having a different hat on always adds up. So now let me quickly move on to the other panel member over here, Ritika. I know you're a member of you're a leader of a committee. So have you ever been before this experience as a leader? And how are you enjoying this particular leadership role in the HSH committee? And you can explain what is that you are up to as far as HSH committee is concerned.
I have been a leader in school in debates and stuff, but I haven't totally planned anything because in a debate, all the members take part, they say their own points, and the leader is only there to guide them who comes first, who comes second. But in this journey, being the leader is like telling your members what to do and what to not, discussing with them, agreeing with their points, and just.
Do you get options to counter them?
Yeah, I do, but
Wonderful.
it feels like there's no words to explain being a leader. You just need to know and how to communicate with your members and how to like what do I say? How to put forward their ideas and work as a team. And you need to communicate with each member and you need to know their ideas. You need to make them share their ideas and make them take part. And in my team, all my members are very talkative and they spend time researching about it and they complete their tasks in time. So it's good.
You kept it so simple, but when you explain the process, like engaging with each and every member, communicating it to them, taking along with them, and as you rightly said, like this is a specific committee where you need a lot of research, and it's easier said than done. So and it's glad to hear students of this category goes through this process, because as Murli sir said, once you understand the process, then rest is just sheer application, as we discussed in our other session as well. So glad to hear that coming out from your end, Ritika. Now let me quickly go on to an other leader who's heading up another committee, very interesting committee, which everyone looks or seeks after whenever any program is there, invariably, whether it is official, non-official, personal, family. This is a committee which everyone looks up to. So how is that you are enjoying this role as a leader in food committee, Rajveer, and have you had any previous leadership experience, and how are you enjoying, or how is this process going for, or is it something which is stressful for you? How is that you're taking up this role as a leader?
Yeah. So like I have been a leader before, like I've joined many personality development classes and like many debates and all those things. Like I have been a leader in that, and like I love to be leader in school activities and all those things. And like how I'm enjoying the food committee is like from like my childhood I've been a very foodie person. So like and like I am very happy to decide what people will eat and like to know what their favorites and what they like and all those things. So I have fun doing that. and also like I have like very less stress, because most of my teammates or the committee mates, they live like nearby me. Like Sanat lives beside me, Vyom also lives beside me. So like it's very easy to communicate with them. And like as I said that I'm like I've been already been a leader, so like I know like how to communicate and all those things. So it's I'm having a lot of fun being a leader.
Wonderful. Very rarely we find people who listen to each aspect of the question and respond in the precise way. So it is really glad to hear from such a youngster. So that defines again the term age is just a number. Now, let me quickly go back to Ratika. Thanks for adding up, Rajveer, all your points and insights, how you're enjoying the process. Thank you. Now, coming back to Ratika. So now this is going to be a process. Probably it may begin at a physical or an executional stage from end of June, and it can carry over later as well. So now, if there is one aspect which you feel specifically you want to explore yourself in this explorer process, what is that?
If I want to explore one aspect in this whole transformation, it would be mingling with people and know how to handle people, because people have different ideas. They may be from different genders, nationality, religion, and everything differs from people to people. So I want to interact with them and know how to mingle with people, because I have traveled from India to Saudi and I've tried mingling with people in my compound, but I didn't mingle so much. So
Okay.
I want to meet new people and interact with them and know how to communicate. And I want to learn how to handle people in different situations.
Great. Engaging with people and understanding empathetically how things and situations evolve around you. It's really great to hear your viewpoint of it. As we generally say in Mind Academy, there is nothing right or wrong. It's up to us. What is that we are seeking for that situation? Wonderful. Now, let me quickly move on for Rajveer. So there are multiple aspects which is there for you to explore as an individual in this Mind Explorer program. What is that you are looking for as part of learning process for you in this exploration journey for you in Mind Explorer, Rajveer?
Yeah. So like as being a part of this Mind Explorer, the thing like which I would like to know about myself is like what I like to do. Like I've like from my childhood my life has been like very scheduled. Like I wake up, go to play, go to school, come back and do the same thing every day. So like I want to know that what are all the things that I like, and add them in my daily things, and like to know what I like, so that my day becomes more I like my day. Like I do what I like. So
That's,
I want to know like what are all the things that I like.
you referred about childhood. I think there is still a lot of years left over there to say that you have come out of your childhood, Rajveer. It's really heartening to listen from you saying that at times, what I understood from your explanation is at times you have to break the pattern to add some more valuable items as part of the routines. Happy hearing both of you explorers. Now, let me go to Murali Krishnan sir for the closing remarks. So when you hear from the today's youth or Gen Z who are going to be the leaders of tomorrow, when people talk about engaging empathetically and adding more valuable items part of the routine and shaping up planning execution, these are addressed. So how satisfied are you as part of the design of the process of exploration, and what is that you are looking forward from the Mind Explorer journey, sir?
Yeah, that's indeed a great one, Bala. Actually, I'm really satisfied with the way that it is going. Okay, I would say that when we both, actually, it's not just me. When we designed it, we had certain what you call thought process, or we had certain endpoint goal with which it should culminate with. But then at the end, if you really look, the way it is getting shaped up, it's really going, it is really vertical, heartening to see that these next gen is coming up with so much valuable inputs. Probably we are also learning from them each day, how they are handling things, how they are leading, and how much of detailing is being done into it. And then when someone at like Rajveer, when they say, do what I like, I was reminded about our tagline when we always say that, love what you do and do what you love. So these are all just words, but the thought process behind that is tremendous. And with that way, if you really look, it is a very satisfying experience. But if I really look forward, what I would really want them to be is not just by the end of this program. Okay, it's much beyond. Like many times we have seen that they will be part of the program. They'll be really excited to go through the program. And when the program closing ceremony is done, then we see very few of them sticking to the basics of the program. And then we have seen them not really coming. Yeah, we still know that many of our participants who were there as part of our Turning Point or Mind Guru, they still stick to the basics. And we really see a change as long as they are sticking to the basics and as long as they are part of the overall process. But some of them, we see that they are not really into it. But what I really wish to see from each one of them sitting here or being the part of Mind Explorer is sticking to the basics, sticking to the process, even after 5th of July, because 5th of July is the closing ceremony. But as long as they are able to be in the process, in terms of various assignments that we are going to take part, various activities that we are going to be part of, various sessions like communication, leadership, emotional intelligence. As you know, we have financial literacy as part of this program. So these are all things that can make a big impact in their life in terms of in terms of how they shape up their life. So as long as they are in the process, even after 5th of July, that will be something which is very enlightening for all of us to see. So as far as the way it is going, I'm so satisfied. I'm so happy that many of them are getting benefit out of it. But what I would like to see is maybe in 24 or 25, that still Rajveer and Ritika is sticking to this process and coming back to us and tell that, okay, we are still doing this, and this is what the benefit that I have. And today Rajveer was mentioning he's having a routine life, right? Maybe in 24 or 25, he will come back and say, see, this is what I do on Monday, this is what I do on Tuesday, and how he is involved in various facets and how he is, doing things that he like on a day-to-day basis. And that's what I would like to see as we move forward in, with this program.
Indeed, sir, it is special. And as you rightly said, if people can put things to practice as applications, what they have learned over any facet of learning process, I think that will be a delight for anyone who designs certain things. So with that aspect, it is really heartening to see that the transformation is happening as far as the members over here are concerned, and they're enjoying it. So that is equally important when you are going through an transformational process. If it is stressful, probably it may not yield results. As you rightly said, even if it yields results, it could be till the point when certain process gets closed over. But when it's fun-filled, it's all likely that it can carry forward beyond that closure of that specific program. And that's what we at Mind Academy also seek from our members, that this program this transformation process is not contained or confined till only July the 5th. It goes beyond. So whatever we understand, learn through this process, let us put it to practice as applications so that it can be taken forward for a longer period of time. It was great learning and listening from today's Gen Z and tomorrow's leaders, Ritika and Rajveer. Thank you for joining with us, sharing your thoughts and insights as part of your transformation journey is concerned. Thank you, Ritika and Rajveer.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. It was fun being here. And I'm very sorry for, being late.
Not at all. You don't have to be. Thank you.
Don't be sorry, Rajveer.
And thank you once again, Murli sir, for adding up your views and insights as far as the overall process of Explorer and in detail as far as the transformation process for these next gen leaders as well, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Pleasure, sir. So dear viewers, so this was this week's episode of Mind Race from Mind Academy, where we discussed, debated about the probable process of transformation, which can help the next gen to have a lot of value-based learning as far as applications are concerned for their process. So with that, we see you all for this week till we fall back for yet another interesting Mind Race segment next week, Sunday, 6:30 p.m. Till then, take care, stay safe. See you all. Bye-bye.